What's happening, Shiba Inu family? So in this video, I want to talk about Jim Cramer. Good old Jim Cramer went on CNBC, his show Mad Money. He's the host. Of course, he's been around a long time and he has some interesting opinions. Many people laugh off his opinions and say he's always 50-50. You never know exactly if he's going to be right or wrong. But he actually said some things about Shiba Inu and Dogecoin yesterday on his show that I totally disagree with. All right, so we're going to break it down in this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to sit down because this is going to get interesting here. And so here we go. I've got my other phone here with me. And by the way, big weekend here as one of my sisters is getting married. So always great to spend some time with friends and family. So, all right, with that being said, CNBC Mad Money host urges investors to stay away from Shiba Inu and Dogecoin as the Fed is getting serious. Now, that's the headline. We're going to break down exactly what he said, but first and foremost, I want to say this. What is the difference between Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and all the other altcoins that are in question in the top 100, right? Because the Lummis bill, Lummis and Gillibrand, both Republican and Democrat, who put forth the bill for really Bitcoin, right? Basically saying that Bitcoin's safe and everything else is kind of, the verdict's still out. Why single out Shiba Inu and Dogecoin? Just because they're quote-unquote meme plays, right? I don't know. But let's break this down a little bit and talk about what he said, all right? So Jim Cramer, CNBC's Mad Money host, has urged investors to stay away from Shiba Inu and Dogecoin as the Federal Reserve continues its effort to mitigate rising inflation in the United States. Cramer said the perfect explanation for Fed Chief Jerome Powell's speech last week was that Americans should stop investing in riskier assets. Well, they already are, Jim. They already are because of inflation. That's why crypto is down. Why create more uncertainty? Why create more FUD? Why create more drama here? I know why, because it gets plays. It gets clicks, right? And so much of the national media that talks about cryptocurrency talks about it in this way. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, Cramer said he said, look, Fed Chief Jay Powell told us that we need to stop doing stupid things with our money. That was the thrust of his speech on Friday, Cramer said in a video published by CNBC. And again, we know why this is happening. We know why the scare tactics are happening, because Jim Cramer and the big money suits, they want to get in at lower prices. They too think cryptocurrency is here to stay. This is manipulation. Don't let them affect you. He says he no longer believes in the argument that Bitcoin can be used as a store of value because the asset class has largely plummeted following the Fed's recent tightening cycle. Of course, Bitcoin's still early on. Maybe somewhere down the line it could be used as a store of value, right? This is what it looks like when the Fed gets serious, he says. Aside from cryptocurrencies, the Fed's quest to mitigate rising inflation has also affected other financial instruments like stocks. He says, we won't see the end of this decline until we get a giant washout of all things that are speculative. We're already seeing a washout. Many of the altcoins are down 90%. What kind of washout do you need, Jim? I mean, it's already happening, right? This is absolutely ridiculous to me. Cramer's recent statement about crypto is contradictory, given that he has previously encouraged investors to own a small percentage of the nascent asset. This is something that people talk about Jim Cramer saying all the time, that he flip-flops. He's a flip-flopper. He goes back and forth. It's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good. What is it? It's the flavor of the week, and this is why I don't like some of the national media's stances on crypto, especially altcoins in particular. He says, interestingly, there's a possibility that investors may not heed Cramer's warning following an issue that occurred earlier this month. He hinted that crypto prices might plummet as Coinbase was under investigation for facilitating the trading of unregistered securities, which, we've talked about that on this channel as well. The fact that they just went ahead and labeled a bunch of cryptocurrencies that were involved in the insider trading case as securities, to me, was the wrong choice. Just because there were a few bad actors manipulating tokens like AMP and others on Coinbase before they got listed, doesn't make the companies themselves bad companies, doesn't make the asset themselves securities, right? And oh my gosh, a lot to just unpack here. It irritates me, right? But here's what I'll say to end this video. Don't let stories like this make you make irrational decisions. If you still have conviction in Shiba Inu, which of course I do, and many others, hang in there. Don't let people like Jim Cramer deter your hopes and dreams. That's what I've got for you. Let me know your thoughts about this down below. I'm pissed off. I gotta go. See ya. Bye.